Aster Delit Liber Estherae Caput. For when Mordecai perceived all that was done, Mordecai rent his clothes and put on sackcloth with ashes, and went out into the midst of the city, and cried with a loud and bitter cry, and came even before the king's gate, for none might enter into the king's gate clothed with sackcloth. And in every province, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came, there was a great mourning among the Jews, and fasting, and weeping, and wailing, and sackcloth with ashes became the bed of many. Now, I personally don't believe in such mourning practices. So Esther's maids and her chamberlains came and told it her. Then was the queen exceedingly grieved, and she sent raiment to clothe Mordecai, and to take away his sackcloth from him, but he received it not. Then called Esther for Hathach, one of the king's chamberlains, whom he had appointed to attend upon her, and gave him a commandment to Mordecai, to know what it was, and why it was. So Hathach went forth to Mordecai unto the street of the city, which was before the king's gate, and Mordecai told him of all that had happened unto him, and of the sum of the money that Haman had promised to pay to the king's treasuries for the Jews to destroy them. Also he gave him the copy of the writing of the decree that was given at Shushan to destroy them, to show it unto Esther, and to declare it unto her, and to charge her that she should go in and unto the king to make supplication unto him, and to make requests before him for her people. And Hathach came and told Esther the words of Mordecai. Again Esther spake unto Hathach, and gave him commandment unto Mordecai. All the king's servants and the people of the king's provinces do know that whosoever, whether man or woman, shall come unto the king into the inner court, who is not called, there is one law of his, to put him to death, except such to whom the king shall hold out the golden scepter, that he may live. But I have not been called to come in unto the king these 30 days. And they told to Mordecai Esther's words. Then Mordecai commanded to answer Esther, think not with thyself that thou shalt escape in the king's house more than all the Jews. For if thou altogether holdest thy peace at this time, then shall there enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place. But thou and thy father's house shall be destroyed. And who knoweth whether thou art not come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Then Esther bade them return Mordecai this answer, go gather all the Jews that are present in Shushan, and fast ye for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. I also and my maidens will fast likewise, and so will I go in unto the king, which is not according to the law, and if I perish, I perish. Now, see, that was an exceptional thing. When they talk about fasting days, they usually don't mean the nights. But there was things that they abstained from at night too. Typically the Jews did not have their marital relations at that time. So Mordecai went his way and did according to all that Esther had commanded him. In verse 12, Chametz Bezkaf, verse 7, Yitir, verse 4, Gitid, Yud, Ridki, Yid'ah, At Kol Asher, Masha, Wikra, Murdki, At Bugdu, Wilbush, Shuk, Whopper, Witza, Pentateuch higher wis ak zaka Gedula Wumra Wibwa ad Lepni Shar Hamlek ki in Lebwa al Shar Hamlek Belabush Shuk Wabkul Medina Wamdina Makum Asher Dipper Hamlek Would T Magyar Apple Qadul Lihudim Watsum Yabki Wam Sipid Shuk Wapper Yitz'a Larbim Wat Buena Narut Astur Wan Risia Wig Yidu La Wat Touch Litchel Lamaluka Mand Wat Schulch Bugdim Lahlabish at Murduki Will Hasir Shaku Malyu Walla Couple Wat Gra Astur Lahtuk Masrisi Hamluk Asher Hamid Lepnya Wat Tuhu Al Murduki Ladat Mahsa Wal Mahsa Witsa Hatak Al Murduki Al Rachub Higher Asher Lepni Shar Hamluk Wigd Lu Murdki at Kul Asher Perhu Wat Persht Heksef Asher Amr Haman Lishkul Al Qanzi Hamluk Bihwudiyam Labdam Wat Put Shugan Putub Ketub Hadut Asher Natan Bashushan La Shemidam Natan Lu La Rout at Aster Wal Hagid La Wal Twut Alya Lebwa Al Hamlek La Tuchnan Lu Wal Bakash Mal Panu Al Amah Wibwa Hatak Wigd Laster at Dembri Murdki Wat Amr Aster Lahtuk Wat Tuhu Al Murdki Kul Abdi Hamluk Wam Medinut Hamluk Yud Aim Asher Kul Aish Washa Asher Yabwa Al Hamluk Al Hetzer Hapni Meet Asher La Yakra Acht Tu La Meet La Bid Masher Yushith Lu Hamluk at Sherbith Hashab which Yah Ani La Nakrati Labwa Al Hamluk Za Shlushim Yum Winkidu Lamerdiki at Debri Aster we Amr Murdki La Sheeb Al Aster Al Tadmi Ben Pushuk La Moth Bait Hamluk Mukul He Hudim Ki Hechrush Techrishi Bat Hazat Ruch Watla Yamud Behudim Memkum Atcher Wat Wubyet Abik Tabdu Wami Yud Lat Kaz At Hug At Lam Likut Wat Amr Astur La Sheeb Al Murdki Lak Knuth At Kul He Hudim Han Mutzaim Bush Ushan What's Umu Ali Wal Taklu Wal Teshtu Sholtum Yum Lila Yum Gum Ani Wun Arti Atsum Kan Wubkan Abwa Al Hamlak Asher La Kadet Wakasher Abditi Wabber Murdki Wiash Kekel Asher Tsutta Alu Aster. Sheshan is welcome, gladness, joy, rejoicing. Same with Sheshun. Aber is over, cover, beyond, bring, convey, current, away, enter, escape, veil, gender, make, by, forth, way, overrun, partition, provoke, perish, part, transgress, sweet smelling, translate, turn away, bearing men. What's the opposite of carry? The opposite side. Okay. To mitigate. Usually the east, I guess. If you're going to give it a direction.